And I just gave you guys a brief little thing. What is it? So what I was planning on doing, I've been wanting to do it for so long. I want to be able to read the number of pickups that I had last week. So say I had 160 pickups on Monday, and so I'd have to read 160 pages of a book. Does that make sense? Because you know how people, they're switching their reading time for their screen time. I'm gonna be doing pickups, phone pickups. I'm gonna start today. Today is Monday, April 7th. So I'm gonna start off reading Zyla and Kai by Christina Forrest. I have to read 300 pages today of this book, because that is how many pickups I had. As you can see, that is how many pickups I had last Monday. I'm already reading it kind of slowly, but like not really. I am 113 pages into the book. This is just kind of like a cutesy little romance of two high school kids, and it's found out that they kind of ran away. No one can really find them. They ran away during their senior school trip, and people were just confused because they had broken up and they kind of had like a rocky relationship in a way. I heard that this was a coming of age book. This is just kind of a cutesy little romance, it's definitely YA, nothing really, I mean, they say bad words, but yeah, it's definitely YA. So I'm gonna just try and read 300 pages. So I think I'm gonna have to try and read up to 313, and yeah, so you're just gonna be watching me while I read, and hopefully this is a good video. If not, then well. Okay, so I am home from school. I don't have my second class today before my class, and I was reading a little bit. I'm on page 167. Sorry, I just like climbed 4 flights of stairs, and anyways, I read up to page 167. The thing is about today and the fact that I have to read 300 pages, I have some other stuff to, like, I'm trying to do this as a college student, you know, and I have responsibilities, man. Oh gosh, I have to do some math assignment, and I have 6 things due for bio today. I have to do something for English that's due today too. So I don't know how many pages I'm going to read. I really want to read 300 pages. I feel like that's like doable enough. I'd have to read up to around here. I read this much. I have this much left. So, you know, really, anyways, let me talk to you about the book. The book is good, okay? It's like really fast paced for me. Like this, I read this in like a day. It's pretty fast paced. I feel like since it is, I have to remember that it is like high school, and a lot of the way that adult authors portray high school, it's just really like cringy, and just what they're saying is just like, oh, pump the brakes, like calm down, you know. So right now it keeps going back and forth from the day of their senior trip where they disappeared. It goes there like slightly, but right now we're on part 1, and that's boy meets girl, or girl meets boy, boy meets girl. And so right now they're kind of just friends, like getting to know each other. Like he wants to date her, she wants to date him, but something happened to him, to her, that she doesn't want to date anybody because of like what she's seen that happened to her parents, and she doesn't want to, like, I'm not trying to give spoilers, you know, but he is, the only reason he's not dating is because he promised his aunt and uncle that he would lay off the dating at least until his season is over, because he's a football player in high school. And yeah, so that's why they're not dating right now. They met over the summer. They work in the same amusement park, and they kind of like got roped into meeting each other and like hanging out and stuff, because she works in the balloon dart booth and he worked with like actual rides. So he never actually, he like seen her around on like, I was about to say on campus, in the park. As his punishment for something that happened in the beginning of the book, he was put to balloon dart duty for the rest of the summer. So he had to like do balloon dart with her. Does it make sense? Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Their senior year is about to start, so it's like, and it's 2 days before the their first day of school. The last 2 weeks of summer, he went off to football camp, or yeah, some type of camp. That's kind of where we're at. I do find this very interesting. I just, like I said before, I have to remember that this book is kind of gonna be cringy. Whoever reads this book and is like critiquing everything about it, just because it's not like an adult conversation that they have, or it's just, you know, like it's just a cute little time, and I'm enjoying the cute little time. So I'm gonna start doing work. I have some work to do, so hopefully I'll get to read this later. I have the rest of the day for anything. So yeah, man, that's the dealio. Hey guys, so I am now officially on part 2. As you saw, I am also officially on page 208, or 210 technically, because it'll start here. But yeah, it's so cute. It's such a cute little story. It is 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna just at least read the last 100 pages that I need to read. So where I'm at, he had just finished asking her out, and she said yes, of course. Like, it's not even a spoiler at this point. I have 100 more pages left for today. Hopefully, honestly, I could probably, if I read 100 pages today, over 100 pages today, I can probably finish this book tomorrow. So guys, I calculated terribly the amount of pages that I had to read today. I am on page 316 now. This is how you know I'm not good at math. I started reading at page 112 or 113, and I was like, okay, let me get to page 316, which is like the end of the chapter basically, so it can reach 300 pages. Yes, that was wrong. I still have 97 more pages to reach 300 pages of this book, and it's almost 11. I think it's like 10:30 right now at night, and I really just don't feel like, you know, reading more. Like I read a good chunk. Like usually my average for reading is not 300 pages, you know, in like a day. So I don't know, like I kind of don't want to I don't want to. I mean, like if I read the 97 pages, I mean that I would be like, actually I'm not really sure, but like I would be at 400. So anyways, yeah, they just said I love you to each other, and it's around Christmas time. It keeps going back and forth. The present day is in May, right? Because it's their senior trip, and the present day, they don't have, it's not in their perspectives, it's in the perspectives of her mom, her aunt, his uncle, her best friend, his best friend. Like it's in their perspective, because they're the ones like finding out that, oh my gosh, they ran away and we don't know where they are. And so it's not in their perspective in present time, it's in their perspective in the, you know, the past, like in the beginning of their relationship, their friendship, and kind of leading up to their breakup, because they break up in March, I think. And it's just giving little hints of like stuff that went wrong in their relationship, like when it's in the perspective of their family members in the present time. And they would always be like, yeah, and then something happened with both of them, and really like he broke her heart, and then the other one's like she broke his heart, and they hate each other, and this and that and the other. And we're just like, you know. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't know if I'm gonna finish reading all these 300 pages. This is the most amount of pages that I have to read this week. So really, like, I'm okay if I fail today. Like, I don't know. But technically I've read 203 pages, and I don't know if I'm going to continue reading tonight, but I think this is kind of where I'm going to stay, where I'm going to end it. So I will see you guys tomorrow for another update and the amount of pages that I have to read tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, April 8th, and it's early in the morning. Well, it's 10 actually, but I'm just gonna give you a little update. I have to read 216 pages of this book. I think 216 is enough for me to finish this book. I have office hours. Since I'm in the SGA, I have office hours that I need to complete every week, and I need 2 of those hours. So I'm gonna use that time to finish my book, or at least read as much as I can. But I also have other work to do for school, so I'm gonna do that first, and then whatever time I have left I'll read. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, so I thought I'd give you guys a little update. I'm eating chicken wings, buffalo chicken wings with rice. I came home from doing my office hours, and I also went to Walmart. I got something for my hair because my hair be a little bit puffy and I don't like that. So anyways, yeah, so I thought I'd give you guys a little update on Zyla and Kai. I'm on page 359. So as I said, this is like a YA high school type of book, but as it kept continuing, it started talking a little bit more about like what they wanted to do, you know. But this is definitely closed door, so you know, closed door, so it's still fine, still YA, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's kind of what the dealio is. It's Valentine's Day, or Valentine's Day. We're getting closer. There's not much I have left. We're getting closer to their breakup and everything, and I'm just, man, you know. So yeah, I mean the amount of pages that I have to read today, I have to read the entire book, basically, like the rest of the book, and finish today. And I'd have to start another book to continue what the number of pages, you know. So yeah, because it said I'd land on like page 550 something or 530 something, and this book only has 470 pages. So yeah, that's kind of only the update. Stuff has been progressing. They said I love you, like cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep reading. Here's a little update. I am on chapter 33 of 38. I am 402 pages in, so I have 98 more pages, 68 more pages left, and then I'll be done with the book. And yeah, man, they just broke up. I don't even actually know if they ran away together or not. So yeah, but I'm starting to think, and I know what book I'm gonna read next. Hopefully I can finish that book tomorrow or something, because it is a quick read. Like, I read that on my Kindle so quickly, or like the first book before that, but we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, so I have to read a little bit more, a little over 60 pages, and then I will pick up another book. But I am gonna go to the gym at 5 today. It's 3 right now, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading, and then I'll give you guys my rating. I'll give you my rating for all of the books that I read this week at the end. I finally finished Zyla and Kai. It is 4:30 p.m. It was so cute. Honestly, it was just adorable. Like I said, I'm gonna give you my rating and everything at the end of the video. But this was so cute. I really enjoyed it. I was skeptical about it because people were saying it was so cringy and this and that and the other, and I'm just like, sometimes it's still a good book, and this is what that was. So I finished reading that book. Now I had to read another one to complete my 216 pages, and the book that I will be reading is The Hunted Heir by Holly Renee. And I read the first book on my Kindle because I accidentally bought this one thinking this one was the first book, but this is the second book. So I have my Kindle right here. I will probably be switching from both because I think it's also on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, The Hunted Heir is the second book in the Veiled Kingdom series. I don't know if that's the name of the series. So this book is quite short. It's like one of the shortest fantasies I've ever read. It is less than 300 pages. Less than 300 pages. Like, dude, I can finish this tomorrow. But anyways, I have to read about 60 something pages more today, so I think that's what I'm gonna do with The Hunted Heir. But I am gonna go to the gym, so I might read this after I come back from the gym. Not exactly sure, but I will keep you guys updated. So I don't think I really updated you guys much last night after the last clip I had showed you guys. But yeah, I've been reading The Hunted Heir. I did meet my goal yesterday of 216 pages. I actually went a little bit over and read 219 to finish the chapter. Today I have 205 pages to read, which is great. I actually, by reading 205 pages, I will be finishing the book. I had told you guys yesterday that this was less than 300 pages. This book is actually 235 pages. And I read 66 pages yesterday night. So really, I'm gonna finish this book today, and I have to start another one. But yeah, like this is literally where it ends, right here. And then the rest is like her acknowledgements before you go read the next book type of thing. So yeah, I'm on page 129. Oh wait, actually I've been reading on my Kindle. I'm on page 129, and I'm like 50 something percent through. So yeah, I just ate. I'm gonna read some more. I don't know about right now, but I will read and finish this book at least today. This is the second book in a series. I don't really want to say much, but in the first book, she's been the Lost Princess of Marmoris, and she's been on the run since like a year ago when there was a raid put in caused by the rebellion. She basically ends up in the hidden city of where the people of the rebellion lie, and she was undercover basically in hiding, and so they didn't know her real name, and kind of just goes from there. They kind of help train her. They kind of show her the ropes of where the undercity and everything, and the hidden city. And yeah, I mean, she meets a guy, Dacre. I do not like Dacre. He is probably the most disrespectful man that I have ever read about. Like, main character man that I've ever read about. Like, there's no way that he can redeem, like, in my eyes, I don't think he can redeem himself that much in the second book. Like, there's no way. What he says is so unhinged and so just, like, I don't know what Verena sees in him. But then again, like, whatever, who am I to judge, right? So yeah, that is where I'm at, and I am enjoying the book. I gave the first book a 3 stars, and this one's probably gonna be the same, or maybe less. I don't know, because there's just not much plot going on. Like, there's just, she's like escaping right now, and there's just, people are trying to kill her, he's trying to save her, and that's kind of where we're at. Like, there's just really not much going on. Here's a little update. I've read up to chapter 16, page 156. I'm gonna read more. It's just I have a rough draft due today, so that's kind of what I've been doing. And yeah, so hopefully I can finish this soon. I will also want to go to the gym, but I don't know if I'm going to go. But yeah, so I'm going to try and finish this, and then I can read the rest of my book today, because I'm more than halfway through. Okay. I have an hour left in the book, as Kindle says. And I'm about like 15 pages away from being 200 pages in. I just have like a thing, you know, where he says these things that make me like, you know, he says, I regret so many things, Verena, but leaving this world for you won't be one of them. Like, excuse me, I would love that too. So that, it's like he just says all the right things along with things that are so unhinged and questionable. But like, when he says things like that, I'm like, I really wish like I could see what his true feelings for her are. Like, I know he's gonna, like, he's the type to travel to the ends of the world for her and kill everybody in her path if they try to kill her or something, and he's like that type of person. But like, I wish he would actually, like, in his mental thoughts, all of them are just kind of physical. Like, yeah, he says like, oh, like I'm like, she's mine, I'd kill for her, but like, why? Like, why? Like, what is it that is exactly making you basically fall for her? Like, what is it? Because I don't see it. Like, not like her, but like him. Like, I don't see what is making him fall in love with her, you know? Or like, he hasn't even said that he loves her or anything like that. He just is like, I will go for her, you're in her way, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I don't, like, that's just the only thing that's like kind of like throwing me off. Like, I don't get it. This is one of his inner thoughts too. I had known of the princess all my life, known the role I would play in taking away her crown, and yet the moment she came into mine, she became it. Like how though? Please show it to me. This is like show and tell, except they're not showing, they're just telling. So it's really just tell. Like, does that make sense? I don't know if that's just me. So yeah, anyways, I have an hour left, so I'm gonna do that. I finished my rough draft for English, so I have all the time in the world now. I'm gonna finish this book in like an hour, and then I'm gonna have to start another one, and we'll see how many pages of that I have to read, because I'm not doing the math right now. So I'm done with The Hunted Heir. Yeah, so there's not really much for me to say. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move on to the next book. Let me do some calculations and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I did the math. I have 37 pages left to read today. I don't know exactly what book I want to read. Like, I'm looking at them right now. Like, I don't know exactly what book I want to read. I think I don't really know what I'm in the mood for right now. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna get back with you because, yeah. Okay, so I know what book I'm gonna read next. We're gonna read Scythe and Sparrow. I feel like we'll be knocking off a series, you know? So about blah, blah, blah. So this is a trilogy, the Ruinous Love trilogy, and this is the last book. And this book just came out like last month, I think. This is between Theon and Rose. Yeah, I think I'm gonna read this because let's just get this over with. Yeah, why not? I did not love the second book. I loved the first book. I think this is probably gonna be my second favorite. So it'd be Butcher and Blackbird, Scythe and Sparrow, Leather and Lark. I just did not like Leather and Lark. Like, I've heard mixed reviews with this one, so I'm not really sure. Whatever, but I have a couple pages to read today, so that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll probably just update you guys tomorrow, and I'll let you know if I meet my goal or not. It is Thursday. I can gladly say that I met my goal and I read exactly 205 pages yesterday because I had 37 more pages left to read after finishing The Hunted Heir. And yeah, and that's where literally the chapter started or ended, right here. That was the last page. So I am on, actually, well, this book doesn't have chapter numbers, but I am on page 38 and I have to read 166 pages today. So I definitely won't be finishing this book today, but I will be getting a good chunk of the way through. This book has 390 chapters. Oh my gosh, 390 pages. So yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna finish the week off with this book probably, but we'll see because the numbers just keep getting lower and lower and lower as the week goes on, as you guys could tell. So yeah, I'm gonna finish reading this, or I'm gonna continue reading this book. I have it on audio too, so I'll be listening to it with that as well. The plan for today is I'm about to go to a meeting, and then I have lab from 11 to 12:50, and then I have a meeting at 1, and then I have the rest of the time to do whatever, but I also have like 4 assignments for bio due today, and then I also have our general body meeting for SGA at 7. So a lot of meetings in this day, but I do only have one class, which is my lab, and yeah, so I'm just kind of hoping I can finish this book. I'm really tired today. Started the lady days. I'm just not really feeling it. I'm a little nauseous. So yeah, it's hopefully, well, it's not going to be a chill day, but hopefully it's not going to be too like hard on my heart, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm about to go to that meeting right now because I'm already late. So that's the update. It is finally Friday. I have some updates. I'm so sorry. First of all, I didn't film anything yesterday. I was just really not in the best mood and I was tired and I had work to do as always. And yeah, but I did manage to reach my goal for the 166 pages. I've been reading this morning, or I've been listening to it on my audio actually. I'm on page 244. I've only been listening to it simply because I was getting ready. I have a test today and I'm also going home for the weekend. So, and I have some work to do and I'm trying to shower. Like, it's just, like do all that before I go home, you know. We're just gonna see how today goes. Today I have to read 156 pages, but I'm trying to finish this book today just to see, like, I'm more than halfway through. I definitely can probably finish it today if I really put my mind to it, but we're gonna have to see. I don't think I ever talked about what Scythe and Sparrow was about. Fionn is a doctor and Rose works in a circus. Of course there's murder involved, killing and everything, justified killing. But yeah, I mean, I don't really want to say anything that will give spoilers because this is the third book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. So yeah, it's definitely I like this better than Leather and Lark. My hunch was correct. Scythe and Sparrow is probably going to be my second favorite out of the 3 books. The only thing is that I wish that it would have like timestamps at the beginning of the chapters, because I thought this was just gonna be which is probably my fault. I thought this was gonna be left off of where Leather and Lark stopped, but it's actually been since the day that they met and everything that happened leading up to where Leather and Lark left off. Now it's in the timeline where Lachlan and Lark got married and everything, and it's like it's around that time, I guess. So definitely leading up to there. I'm kind of excited to see what happens. This isn't slow burn because, well, if you read the book, you know it's not slow burn. I haven't admitted any feelings to each other yet, and we're more than happy through the book. So is that really considered a slow burn if they, you know? That's what this book is about. And I'm going to continue reading, although I do have to get to campus soon. But yeah, man, that's the gist for today. Hopefully I can film more for you guys today. I'm so sorry. I did not feel like filming anything yesterday. Really wasn't much to update either because it was just like, oh, I'm still reading. So yeah. Okay, so it is 3 p.m. I'm done with all my classes. I finished my bio assignment, my post lab that was due. Now, I also finished Scythe and Sparrow today. I finished it like 2 hours ago, I think. Listening to it on audio definitely did help. But majority I did read through it. It's just whenever I was walking or whenever I was doing my makeup and stuff like that, I would just listen to it simply, but I still counted that I did read it. So, you know, fight me, sue me. But I love that there was a little, kind of like a little teaser at the end about a potential spin-off series, but not about them, about some other people that you know. I'm just like kind of excited, and I will definitely be reading those if they do come out or whenever they do. The thing that is different is that they didn't really go in depth about their like trauma and like their traumatic childhoods and everything, like their upbringings. They didn't really go in depth with that. And like with Rose's story, like I can't remember much about her past, like other than like what was said in the story or in this book. Like I don't think there was much else, and I don't know, it just, so I basically really didn't connect with them as much. So it was kind of like but yeah, so I finished the book. I am really happy. I also did in fact meet my goal of 156 pages. I ended up reading 185 pages today. So yeah, I have to go home. I'm 2 hours away from home, so I need to go and start getting ready to leave and pack, and I want to shower and do all this stuff. So I'm gonna do all of that. I don't think I'm gonna start another book today. I think I'm gonna leave it off here and end off this video with just the 5-day week, not the full week. I read a lot of good books this week. I never read 3 books in a week before, and that's a little surprising to me. But yeah, so these are the 3 books that I read, so we'll just go through them. I ended up giving Zyla and Kai a 3.75. I really enjoyed this story. It was so cute, very wholesome, very nice. I love that the author incorporated like real life fears of a teenager, and like I feel like she portrayed it really well. Real life fears involving like love and their futures and everything like that. Like it's just because I don't have much else to say about The Haunted Heir. I feel like I was talking about it a lot throughout the book, throughout the video, but I ended up giving this book a 3 stars, just like the first book. Like I said, y'all, I still don't see him redeeming himself. Like he's, you know, getting better at taking accountability and whatever, but like, yeah, and there's just not much world building being involved. I feel like there's a lot more definitely said about the world and how and the magic system and everything in this book, but it just still didn't really hit that much, and I kind of just don't care for the characters, you know. But I definitely will continue reading the series. Like it's so short, like, you know. Oh, I think there's a 3rd book. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really look into that much, but yeah. So I 3 stars is fine. And Scythe and Sparrow was a 3.75. But yeah, those were all the books that I read. I just gave you guys a brief little wrap up when I told you I finished the book. So yeah, those are all the books that I read this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love making book videos. I do have a TikTok based on books. I love talking about books and reading books and everything. If you stayed to the very end, I'm so grateful for you and everything that you took the time to watch this video, because I'm pretty sure it's kind of longer than most of the other videos that I've made before. I know I don't post consistently and stuff, but I am at 100 subscribers, which I'm so happy about. I don't think I actually mentioned it in any of the books, in any of the videos that I had in the past, but yeah, so this is the video. I'm so happy. Even if this video doesn't get any views or likes or whatever, like I don't care. I just love talking about my books. I know whoever is here to listen, I'm so grateful for you. So yeah, that's it. Bye.